I'm going to be ranking season 7 of Black Mirror episodes. I'm going to be ranking it obviously first to 6. First and foremost, I'm just going to give a quick my thoughts on this season. I actually thought it was good. I know some people have put their think pieces together about how it's not as good as it used to be and it's lost a bit of its nuance. And I'll agree with that, but I will say I was entertained. It was bingeable more so than it was, oh my days, this is so amazing and original. But 7 seasons in, you're always going to struggle to keep that level of originality. I thought it was good. I thought it was enjoyable. It's entertaining. I want to be entertained. It entertained me. Anyway, coming in at number 6, we have Eulogy. Now, bear in mind, I'm well aware that my list is going to upset some people and it's going to be very different to some of you guys' lists. And I don't care. This is how I feel. This is how entertained I was by these episodes. Eulogy was just a little bit too slow for me. I didn't feel like I was watching something that was keeping me super entertained. I was dipping in and out. I thought conceptually that the season was actually really good. Personally, I thought it was a lot of good concepts, and I thought this was a good concept, you know. But I just didn't feel like it was done in a way that kept me entertained. Like the person at the end, the reveal, just didn't mean anything to me because it's an anthology series. You only get one episode to wow me, and I just wasn't wowed. It didn't mean anything to me. There was no. Yes, they showed you the pictures to show you, oh, this is the relationship and this is why it's supposed to mean something to you, but it just didn't end up meaning anything for me. So I was bored. I'll be honest, I was bored. Sorry, guys. So that's a 6 for me, Eulogy. Decent, but not good enough. Coming in at number 5, we've got Bête Noire. And I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly, and I don't care. This episode was actually fairly fun. There were some funny aspects. Ha ha ha. It was cool. It was entertaining. That being said, it just wasn't strong enough for me, and the ending really ruined it for me, I'll be honest. So the story throughout, I just felt was a little bit weak. And then it ended, and it was meant to be like science, but it was just witchcraft. The way that they did a multiverse, it just didn't work for me. It was like, it's the same people, but I can just change one thing, but it's a whole nother universe. And I've got this necklace. It was super predictable that she could control the things around her, but I thought it was maybe brain waves or it was internet, but it just ended up being some magic nonsense. Also, this lead character, yeah, she got to be the emperor of the world at the end, and she did not deserve it, bruv. What did she do to deserve it? Like, I just felt like, why have we given her a prize that she doesn't deserve? So that was quite frustrating. So for me, this episode came in a bit weak for me. Again, I was entertained by all the episodes, by the way, but it had to come in at 5th for me. It just wasn't strong. That being said, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, if Verity could do all that stuff, why would she be so petty? Trust me, if I was Verity and I had that thing, some of you lot are in trouble, bro. I'm telling you, some of you lot are in trouble. Anyway, that's 5th. Coming in at 4th, we have Hotel Reverie. I'm sorry, this episode it had the potential to be a great episode. And I think, again, the concept of it being a movie and like being able to put people into old movies and all this stuff, I thought that was a great concept. Issa Rae, this was not the role for you. It feels like it was a really bad casting though. Like, if you've seen Issa Rae in what she usually acts in or seen the kind of things that she writes, this just was a bad casting. She was meant to be this like top actress of the world. She was not believable in a same-sex relationship. So let's get that out of the way. And I thought the romance story was so good. Which is how it's managed to come in 4th, because I thought, oh, you've got something there. There's something there for them to work with. A good romance story. The rest of it was real whack. I'll be honest. Like, the decision making didn't make sense, a lot of it. And I think what was really frustrating is and I apologize, I don't know her name, Emma, and I can't even read it. She acted so well. And I think it really shone a light on how Issa Rae was not casted correctly. Shout out to Issa Rae, man. I just watched Just One of Them Days from her production company. Decent movie, but this one weren't for you. You should have sat this one out. I thought Aquafina did a great job. And I thought Aquafina, bear in mind, I like Aquafina, but I just thought, is this the role for her? It's another one where the casting I was questioning, but she did her job. I'm sorry, this one it didn't work for me. But shout out to Hotel Reverie. It managed to come 4th for me, I'll be honest. It was decent. I like the concept. I like the love story. Yeah. Coming in at 3rd, Plaything. I really liked how tense it was. It had the intensity and the dialogue, not to the quality or to the seriousness, of course, but it had the feeling a little bit of adolescence where it was like really tense dialogue and there was a lot being said through just conversation. And I really enjoyed that. I thought some of it was a bit silly, like the fact that you had to take the LSD every time to learn the language. That was a bit silly. I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was a bit weak. I actually thought the endings of every episode were a bit weak, to be honest, but this one I think really let it down. Just the way everyone dropped, and it was just like, oh yeah, now everyone's gonna be in tune. And the detective, come on, what was he doing? That was way too much. You're a murder detective and you're just doing way too much, bruv. You should have been dealing with murders every day, but you're doing madness. That being said, I really enjoyed it, and it was one of my favorite themes throughout conversation, in how, like, we've managed to do amazing things, build spaceships, go to the moon, but in our essence on core, we're still cavemen. That's true. That's just factual. I'm glitching bare in this video, but that's just factual. So I liked that. And I liked the game aspect of it. And I like things like that. And actually, they have a Throng game that they've made. And I played it and it's really good. And it reminded me why I liked the episode, because I like that concept. I'm a part-time gamer. I'm not really a gamer, but I like to game a little bit. And, I liked the aspect of it. So yeah, Plaything coming at number 3 for me. Coming in second, we've got Common People, which I thought was the strongest all round. I thought it hit all bases in terms of acting, in terms of concept. I thought it was funny and it was serious and it was tense and it had a good ending, which most of the episodes didn't. And it was just good all round. I just liked everything about it, to be honest. And I was like, oh, we're in for a treat here with this season. It's going to get good. So I think Common People goes in second for me. And actually, I think with USS Callister coming in first, there are reasons for that Common People couldn't compete with. And I think just as a standalone story, Common People might have even been stronger, to be honest. But because of the different aspects that go into making a USS Callister, it kind of come first. But Common People definitely was the strongest for me. I liked the romance. I liked just everything, to be honest. It just was really good. This was a really good, strong episode of Black Mirror. Not when you're comparing it to the likes of some of the best ever episodes, but for this particular season, it was good. Coming in first place is USS Callister Into Infinity. I thought Christine Milioti did a very good job. As I said in my other review, I thought it was just very entertaining. It was a movie. It was a whole movie, and it was hard to compete with. It was an hour and a half. Most of the other episodes were 45 minutes, so you've already got double the runtime. It was off the back of a story that's already been told, which is USS Callister, the first episode, which was a well-told story. And I just felt like it was the strongest. It just was a whole movie. I was just, the whole time, I was like, oh, what's going to happen? I'm at the edge of my seat, enjoying what is a sci-fi movie, right? And yeah, so USS Callister Into Infinity goes first. And I thought, yeah, that's a proper episode, man. And I just felt like the crew did well. The way it ended, it just was strong. So that's my ranking of the sevens. Now, this season is not one of the best seasons we've seen, and it doesn't have any crackers like a White Bear or a Shut Up and Dance. There are no bangers, but it's good enough that it kept me entertained for 7 episodes, which is what I want from my TV. So shout out to Black Mirror for giving me however much hours of entertainment. Hopefully season 8, they do a season 8 and it's good. If it's not good, just scrap it, guys, and just leave it here, because people are moaning too much and I don't want to hear it anymore, to be honest. So maybe get out while the going's good. But for now, I would like you to do a season 8. Shout out to, I'd love to hear you guys' rankings. Put them in the comments. If you think my rankings are rubbish, let me know. Don't care. Probably nobody's made it to 9 minutes of this video anyway, so probably just wasting my time. But thank you for tuning in. This is Tutor Reviews. If you've made it this far, you owe me a follow, bruv. That's 9 minutes. Peace.